Well, that was fast. All right, everybody. So everything I said in my Returnal video was 100% accurate. I meant everything that I said. But there's some things about the game that I did not know. So this is my Twitter. This is Rand Al Thor. Now, this is a primarily Xbox gamer. He games on everything, I'm pretty sure. But he prefers Xbox. Returnal finished 18 hours played and only 15 deaths. I really enjoyed Returnal. House Mark really stepped their game up. So 18 hours for him to beat it. Okay, this was 14 hours ago. Had an amazing 2 hour run going on in Returnal. I reached level 6 and the PS5 said nope, hard crashed and lost everything. Freaking ridiculous. This is a video from Neo Game Spark. I'm going to put a link to it in the description. I suggest you watch it. He also had some crashes. Again, I'm putting this down until they patch it, wasting time on these runs when it randomly crashes and everything is lost. This is Sophia. It's a journalist, I guess. I just came across this because somebody on my list tweeted it out. Was 3 hours into a run, had a great build, heading towards the fifth of six boss fights, looking like I'll beat the game, and it crashed. And given the game doesn't save or have a system in place for it, crashes. I lost all that progress. F that. I would have to agree. This is Jack Move Johnny right here. He's a primarily PlayStation gamer. Changed my suit because I heard it was an issue. First run after that, can't get out the gate because of a glitch. Next run after that, finally reached the boss. Take 2 bars, died. Next run, good night. Crashed. This is Neo. PS5 randomly crashed overnight and lost my last run on Returnal. I was well over an hour. F me. Returnal out here having a laugh. Look at this one.
Yeah, you just shoot it, and then it's like any normal enemy.
From the back. From the back.
Oh,
I threw him back in. I don't think he was aware he was coming back in. So it's just been it's been all kinds of posts like this on Twitter. This is Erica. This was her going through a boss fight. It actually looked fun. Listen, I'm not going to be that guy that tells you I'd like an easy mode. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I respect the developer's vision. If that's what the developer wants to do with their game, then that's what they wanted to do with their game. Me personally, I have zero interest in a game loop like this. Game looked awesome. The launch trailer looked awesome, but there is no way in hell. First off, I'd be too scared to put my PlayStation 5 in rest mode. You know what I mean? I'm not putting it in rest mode. If I put it in rest mode, now I'm going to worry about if it's going to power off. If it powers off while it's in rest mode, that's not good for the hard drive. You all know how the PS4 Pro works, and you lose your save data anyways. So I think they definitely need to incorporate a save upon leaving. Like, who wants to be a slave to their game once they turn it on for like an hour? What if you just want to play for 15 to 20 minutes right quick? You know, and there's no way to save it when you turn it off. I think that's a piss poor design choice. Again, you won't see me petition for anything. You won't see me cry that games change for me. I just won't buy it. It's as simple as that. $70 for this. And look, I'm going to tell you why I think that this is cheap. We're talking 2 hour, 3 hour runs. We're talking about these people have lost off game crashes. Forget about just dying. One dude said he was, I believe it was Neo GameSpark. He said he was like super sweaty and everything like this playing the game. His hands were sweating like crazy. Yeah, I think he had like 2 hours in. I said that's because time is our most valuable commodity, and you don't want this game to disrespect your time. That's why. And I think the risk of losing that kind of time, I think that's absolutely unnecessary, man. And I'm going to have people in the comment section calling me a casual, calling me a noob. This is how all games used to be on the Nintendo and this and that. Yeah, when we were kids and we didn't have anything else to do, you know, we didn't have jobs, we didn't have families. I mean, we had families, but we didn't have real responsibilities. You know, we could dedicate that kind of time. What else did we have going on? You know, being outside, riding our bikes, going through the neighborhood, getting into trouble, shit like that. But it's different, man. I'm 40. I got enough stress in my life. I don't want to sit in front of my video game, hands sweating, worried about losing 2 hours. Put my PlayStation 5 in rest mode and be worried it's going to crash and I lose that save data. I ain't got time for it, man. So if you're into that kind of thing, awesome. Again, I respect the developer's vision. I'm not going to demand they change it. I did something. I did feel entitled at one point. I want to say maybe 7 or 8 years ago when I was demanding that Dark Souls put in an easy mode. Yeah, I was that guy, and the fan base really hammered me. And you know what? Rightfully so, because they're the ones that brought them up. They're the ones that took them out of obscurity and brought them into the mainstream. So you know what? If that's what your hardcore fans are asking for, if that's what the people that brought you up are asking for, you need to honor what they're telling you. I firmly agree with that. In this game, I feel there's a lot of people defending it when in reality they're not really defending it. They're just doing it. And you got to think about some of these game developers or some of these game reviewers. How many of them were bothered by this but couldn't really tell you they were bothered by it? Because if they did, they would get piled on by people, telling them what scrubs they are, what noobs they are. Oh, so the game's too hard, so you don't like it. You know what I mean? They can't say that. They can't come out and be honest with you because you're going to attack them. How many felt that way? So instead, they got to praise it and act like the feature is awesome, even though, let's be real to the game. No save feature upon exiting out of the game, people, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. For grown adults that got lives, that's ridiculous. I don't care what anybody says. Again, not demanding they change it, but that's silly shit to me. Dislike all you want. Call me casual all you want. I don't care. Another thing is we got the procedurally generated levels. I feel like that gives the game extra padding without the developer having to work as hard. I mean, am I crazy here? So we have artificial difficulty. Okay, the game already looks difficult. What do we need? Make it like Dark Souls to where you go back 10, 15 minutes. We got to lose an hour, 2 hours? Are you crazy? Make it to where you can go back and, well, that's not what this genre is. This genre is not Dark Souls. This is roguelike. Roguelite. I'd never heard that term either before I heard about Returnal. I get what you're saying, but it's like, I feel like that's artificial difficulty. The game looks difficult enough. We don't need all this crazy 2 3 hour losses to make it harder when your levels are just procedurally generating anyway. Where's the handcrafted environments? See, they don't have to handcraft the environments and make it longer because the game's already longer because you lose all that progress and that gives it that extra length. And I don't that feels cheap to me. But anyways, I just wanted to go over this. No, I don't think it needs an easy mode. I think if that's the way the developers wanted to do it, if that's the way their games do it, cool, keep it that way. But I do feel they need to incorporate a save feature upon exit. Something. Do something like that at the very least. Me personally, I'm not buying it. I wouldn't spend $1 on this. I'm not spending money to torture myself. That just doesn't make sense to me. I do that enough with the Call of Duty games. Okay, that's about all the torture in video games that I can muster. I forced myself to play Dark Souls 3, played through the whole game. Some of it I did co op. The hardest bosses I made sure I did solo. I'm not doing that again. That is not enjoyable. That is not fun. I take away no sense of accomplishment. I take away, why did I just torture myself? Why did I just pay a developer to torture me? It doesn't make sense. But anyways, let me know what you think. I'll holler at you guys later.